That's the wrong button, sweetheart. Hi, besties. This is not a regular video. This is I want to scream in the microphone. I'm so fulfilled and so happy kind of video. Let me take this off. I know I'm crunchy looking right now, but you know, had a whole day. Oh, you're quite loud, aren't you? Hi, by the way, my name is Charlie. You can call me Charles, you can call me Churro if you think I'm sweet. I'm gonna tell you why today is a special occasion. For those who don't know, I'm a trans man. This is not a secret. For a long period of time, or well, no, not that long, for a period of time, I thought that now that I'm on testosterone, I would go stealth. But I pretty quickly decided against that because I take a lot of my identity or a lot of my ideas about myself from my gender and my gender expression. I think when I go to my next school, I will want to go stealth. And what I'm about to share with you is a part of this. So, I'm a trans man. I have been on testosterone for a year and a half, almost a year and a half now. So much has changed in that time. But for me, like, something that has continued to be extremely important was getting my top surgery, my mastectomy. For those who do not know what that is a breast removal surgery. I started the process of getting medical transition, like medical help for my medical transition 4 years ago, or 3.5, but let's round it up to 4. By the time that I am finished with it all, it will be 4 years for sure. There is a whole story that I can talk to you about when it comes to my transition, and if you're interested in it, I will definitely dive into that if you have any questions. There is a lot to be said on being a trans person, especially being a trans person in the Netherlands. Not saying that Netherlands is not the least or like the worst place to live as a queer person, but it is certainly one of the worst places to live as a trans person. As a trans person who wishes to transition, that is. Let me take a little sip of my protein drink. Why am I telling you this? It's relevant for you to know that I have waited more than 3 years for what happened yesterday. Yesterday I had an insane day. I visited my school to be. I have a history of psychology. I have a history in psychology and sort of journalism, like a communications education, and during this gap year I decided I was interested in nursing, which is a whole other field. And I signed up for a nursing school degree, I guess, which will take me 4 years. That petrifies the shit out of me. I don't know if that's coming across well enough. I am so scared. Okay. I'm so scared. But I had my intake yesterday, which basically consisted of a conversation with a teacher, or like a coordinator, a student coordinator, I suppose, and I had to do a capacity test and to write a motivational letter, to do an English test, and I did really well at all of those. And I just had to discuss it with this coordinator, and I swear to God, we had so much fun. Like, we were chatting so much that the person that was supposed to go after me was waiting there for like a solid 10 minutes. So when my conversation ended, I came out and I was like, I'm so sorry. But I don't think she minded. And after that, I got a presentation by students, so like students that are currently enrolled in that degree. That was the most uncomfortable thing I've ever been a part of. They were so respectfully dim-witted. Like, oh my god, they kept talking about the panini bar in this school, and we were sitting there, because we were with a group of people in the intake. We were sitting there and we were like, what the fuck are we doing here? Like, you're supposed to be telling us about the internships and the like intensity of the school and what the teachers are like. Like, you're supposed to be spilling the tea. Like, why are we talking about the panini bar, bro? So that was nonsense, and yeah, I got to have a feel of the building. The building is ridiculous. So large. Like hospital, like big hospital sized. Now, I went to a pretty big school for journalism/communications, but that was nothing compared to this. I was so lost. I am someone that gets imposter syndrome when I'm not immediately good at something, or I feel out of place. And I'm from a small ass town, like a village, and this was some big city shit. Like, anyway, so I got through this appointment or this intake, and I got in. I wanted to put applause under this, but that's not very ASMR. Yeah, I got in. That is, I know full well that I'm sociable, I'm intelligent, I'm so capable of doing this. But I get so in my head that I'm like, they're never gonna. But I got in, so. Still, however, I came home and I was like, I don't know if I want to do this. This is terrifying. I am such a little boy. And immediately after, like almost an hour after I came home, I had a very crucial psychiatrist appointment. And this was an appointment in regards to my transition. I have been having appointments with this company since last September. Yeah. And they are the people that are supposed to get me my testosterone covered, so the costs of my testosterone covered. My gender marker changed in my passport. My name changed if I would want to, but I'm not sure if I want to. That's a whole other topic. And my vasectomy, because I need a specific document from them that can get me to go to a surgeon and be like, I'm ready to be sliced and diced. So yesterday I had this appointment, and I've been fighting to have this appointment for three or 4 months. Yeah. Finally happened. Finally someone showed up. Last time, no one showed up. And that's on trans healthcare in the Netherlands. But someone showed up this time. Very like, ooh, kind of guy. He talked to me about my entire story again, which I had told these people 12 times. And he would be like, oh, I see, I feel an energy shift in you. And I would be like, yes, I don't want to be here. I hate talking about this. I am so done. I just want to get my top surgery done. So, this conversation was done, and this appointment was done in about 40 minutes. My partner was on the couch behind me. Side note, I was in this appointment. I get a lot of anxiety from appointments concerning my transition. My partner does as well, obviously. Same experiences, same trauma, we both respond to it with anxiety. So in this appointment, I wrote down, I heart you, so I love you, on my hand. And I had my hand on my back the entire appointment so that my partner could be affirmed that I was okay and that I loved him and I was there for him. At the end of the appointment, I was like, we finally got to say hi to each other, and because he came in while I was already in the call, and they were like, oh, I did not see your hand at all. I just thought you were very itchy on your back. And I was like, but the appointment ended, and my partner, the absolute, like, the angel that he is, I'm not kidding, he's an angel. They said to me, okay, this man is writing a document about this appointment right now, and we need to have that document. So he started calling after this organization immediately, and he was like, we need to have that document. Normally, a call like that would end in about, like, waiting at least a month for this to actually happen. Not with my intimidating ass partner. We had that document within 15 minutes. It's ugly. It's it's such a bullshit document. The grammar is horrific. There's abbreviations to words. It's just like a word page. It's so shit. But Jay is like, we're taking this and we're running with it. So he calls the place that I'm wanting to get my surgery done at. Someone from the reception takes the call. Absolute sweetheart of a woman. And Jay sends them the document through email. And he's like, this is the document that you need. Let's plan this surgery. Meanwhile, I'm on the bed like, what are you trying to do? Because I had lost all of the trust in the system for good reason, let me tell you. So I'm like, what, like, I allowed him to do this, by the way, like, I wanted him to do this, but I had no hope on the matter. And the receptionist is like, okay, but this document is so shit, basically. There's no signature, there's no, like, watermark of the company. It's like a child put this thing together. I, with my idiot face, start backtracking. I'm like, oh yeah, but in 2 weeks they'll make another document and that will have a signature and everything. And my partner looks at me, because he's been leading the call, and he's looking at me like, you fucked this up. And I did, because the receptionist starts to talk to me like, oh, in that case, you can just call back in 2 weeks, give us that document. And I'm like, oh no, oh fuck, I fucked this up. So I start to backtrack again. I go, oh, but actually I'm like not sure whether there's going to be a new document. I think this is it. It is completely valid. It says that it's the second opinion, which is what it needed to say. Like, it gave me the diagnosis and everything. And she is like, huh, okay. Yeah, alright. And she's like, okay, we can do the 25th of September. And I'm sitting at the end of this phone like, is she planning me in? Now, I need you to understand, in America, I think or England as well, you can pay a fuck ton of money and you can just get your surgery done. Or at least I think it's that easy. In the Netherlands, well, I waited 4 years. I've been waiting 4 years for this moment. So I go, okay, yes. We end the conversation, we hang up, I start bawling my eyes out. I'm in disbelief. I am so afraid that it's not true. My partner's crying, my partner is like hopping through the entire house excited. I call my parents, crying so hard. My parents are so happy for me. Everyone is writing down the 25th of September, and I get a call from the same receptionist. So I hang up my parents. We take the call. My partner and I look at each other like, oh, they're about to tell us that this document is not good enough. My heart is in my throat. Receptionist takes the call with me and she goes, hi Charlie, we just spoke before. This is very weird, but we have a dropout, like we have someone that cancelled. Would you like to take their date on the 15th of July. And I scream. I'm absolutely screaming this woman's ears off. My partner runs up to me with the phone and screams, "Yes!" into the horn. And this woman bursts out laughing. And I'm like, well, I think you know what my response is. And she was like, I can expect, I would think I'm predicting something here. I also, in my enthusiasm, asked her to marry me. And she, which I thought was very sweet, she answers with, "I would love to get married, but not to you." I'm like, that's valid. I'm so excited to see you though, because I know that she's one of the nurses there. So it's set. She schedules me in for the 15th of July. I call back my parents, and we're all just, when I think about the fact that there are so many people that are disgusted by people like me, when I think about the tremendous amount of pain I've had to go through to receive that phone call, there's, I think, nothing more beautiful on this earth than what I got to experience yesterday. Cheering about surviving, because that's what it is. I was cheering because this woman on the phone gave me 60 years of life, minimal. She gives me the opportunity to shower and be able to look down at my feet. She gives me the ability to go on jogs shirtless, to feel sun on my chest, to wear tops that show my body, to be able to go to a gym and not have to constrict my ribs to do so. And I've waited 4 years for that. So I cannot express to you the joy that I feel, the gratitude that I feel, and the pride, because I am so proud of myself. It's not the system that is giving me this, it's me. And I mean, I survived. I did the work. I did the trauma digging. I had the conversations. I got all the referrals to 16 different places and institutions and psychiatrists. And now I have to, or now I get to sit and relish in this joy for 6 weeks until I am on that bed. I didn't mean to go that deep, but it is that deep. If you are someone who doesn't understand trans people or doesn't support us or accept us, you are missing such beauty. You're missing so much joy. we are individuals that came into the world minus 5 points, and we had to fight and play this game of life 6 times harder and more brutally and with so much more violence and so much more power than you did, just to end up where you started, what was already given to you. When I started testosterone, and when I started noticing the changes of testosterone, I was finally no longer behind in life. And now that I'm going to get my top surgery done, I finally get to do this race and this life thing in the body I was meant to do it in. And it's by my own will. The power of knowing who you are and knowing that there's no other option and that you're gonna fight your fucking ass off for it. And it's going to be traumatic. And you're going to spend days in bed because you cannot fathom that people are the way that they are. And you're going to curse the system. Probably become a very agitated activist. But you're going to be so beautiful. And so powerful. Yeah. Thank you so much for coming here to talk to me and hearing me out and celebrating with me. I love you so much. And I'm so grateful for you. And it's gonna get better. It's gonna get so much better. I will, of course, update you when the whole thing goes down. I bet my partner will film a lot of it. Might not be an ASMR, but it sure will be something to behold. Who knows, maybe in a year I will be making these videos shirtless, so that all of the world can see these DIY nipples. Oh, I have to go, otherwise I'm just gonna... I love you. I will hopefully see you on the next one.